Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is not a Monday Motivate with me, but this is Wednesday night, June 18th, and I just wanted to jump on here and show you the complete, run you through how to finish up the shirt that I started on Monday for Mondays are made for me Mondays. So that's the shirt I'm going to be presenting to you guys on my next Monday live coming up, and I just wanted to walk you through it. So give me a second, let me adjust the camera, and I'll show you the next steps in the process. And if you missed my motivational live on Monday, go back and check that video out, and you'll see the beginning steps of how I jumped on the Cricut Design Space and started the process out with you. So this next step is just the continuation from Monday, just to show you how to completely go through the process of completing a t-shirt. All right, give me just a second. Be right back. Okay, guys, so this step now is after it's done cutting. The Cricut machine has cut the vinyl, and just a reminder, okay, I had to do it with the carrier sheet down, so that way my letters are in reverse when I do get ready to print. So what you do, you just start tweeting. And what you're doing is taking up the vinyl portion that you're not going to use on your t-shirt. So be careful when you're doing this part, because you don't want to lift any of the letters that you intend to leave on your shirt. So I'm not going to, maybe I can speed this part up. I probably will speed it up. So I'm just tweeting it all like this. And I'm using this tool right here. It comes in the Cricut design, in the Cricut as part of the tools. I'm losing my train of thought. And again, today is Wednesday, not a Monday motivational Monday. I just wanted to make sure that for my viewers that are interested in doing a t-shirt craft, if you own your own Cricut machine, this is an easy way of, and again, I want to emphasize how easy the Cricut Design Space system is. And if you hear the music in the background, I do not own the rights to any of the music, but I do like to listen to music in the background. It's so relaxing and soothing. I'm just going to walk you through, and I'm pulling off the part of the vinyl that I'm not going to be pressing onto my t-shirt. And I'm using a 100% cotton I do use Bella canvas, but this t-shirt is Gildan, 100% cotton Gildan. It's raw blue, and I'm going to use white vinyl. This is the back part of the image. You guys let me know what you think. I was trying to think of like a picture to associate this with. This, that would like match. Uh-oh, did I pull off a letter? Oh no. You have to be careful, because sometimes when you're really confident, you're like, oh yeah. But you may mistakenly pull off a piece that you did not intend to, and you'd have to either try and work it out, fix it, or start over altogether. So you notice it's coming along just fine. I pray that you guys had a relaxing, restful, peaceful, productive day at work, as I did. It was really nice. Wednesdays are my long days. As when I'm off work, I get off work at 5. And when I'm off work, I hang around my job until midweek service starts because we have Bible study every Wednesday at our church. Of course, I was not in the service today, but I did hear it was really nice. I teach a small group to a group of girls. They're 6 years old and they are wonderful. And it's part of our girls ministry for girls. It's called Impact. And I have a group of girls. They're called the Prims. The Prims. Their age is six to 7. And we had a wonderful time in the Lord tonight. We learned about what integrity is, and they were so excited. We played games to help them memorize. We had some memory verses to remember, although the memory verse was pretty long, so I had to make it fun for them to remember. Because it was 2 parts to it. So this is what I'm doing. This part of the process is called tweeting. And all you're doing is using a tool, something like this. If you have something like that, it doesn't have to be necessarily, it doesn't have to really be a Cricut product. It could be any tool that you need that will help you to tweet these letters. So what I do now, I go back and I check. I take a good look at the letters. I'll show you the letters, and you notice there are some that are missing here, so I have to make sure I go back there and pull those extra pieces out that I don't want on my shirt. So I get those extras out, and I believe this is ready to press. Okay, so that's one step. That's for the back part of the shirt. Now we're gonna do the front part. This one's going to be easy because it's a small decal. It's I'm going to put on the center of the shirt. And be very careful when you're pulling apart. You're gonna tweet the vinyl that you don't need. Okay, so that's the one step. Now I'll be right back. Let me adjust the camera and I'll show you the next step. Hey guys, now I'm going to show you the step where I go over to my heat press machine and I turn on my heat press machine. So you want to make sure that you do not heat your machine past 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera around just a second. So we're at the machine, and this is the Tuesday or busy, I don't know how you pronounce it. I always try to associate it, maybe say busy, Tuesday. I'm not sure, but I've had this machine forever and it's a great machine. I turn it on the side here. There's an on switch and you're gonna see it heat up. And I think I do have this one set at 320 already. So what it's doing, it's going through the countdown. Uh-oh, sorry about that. And you see how it's at 70 and it heats up. When it's at its optimal heat temperature, it'll beep for me. Okay, so this is the machine that I will be using to press. Okay, I'll show you the process of that in just a little bit. Give me just a second. You hear that beep? That was the beep I was referring to. And you notice I have it set at 290, which means I need to increase this. So I'm gonna hit enter. Okay. I'm gonna hit, and I need to change the temperature. So I'm going to increase it to 320 and hit enter, and then it'll increase. So do not set your heat press no more than 320. You don't want to burn the vinyl. All right, guys, so I've got my heat press machine ready to go. Here's the vinyl for the back part. There's the front vinyl. Here's my t-shirt. And before you press anything on your garment, whether it's t-shirt, apron, whatever it is, you want to preheat it for about 10 seconds to take the moisture out of whatever you're going to be pressing your vinyl on. When placing the decals on the shirt, I'm just showing you how I do it. I use just a regular old school measuring tape, just like so. I put it at the tip of the collar. I normally go down about 5.5. I don't want it up too high, and then I don't want it too low. So I normally would place my decals about 5.5 below the neckline. You can even go as low as 6, but we'll see. And always double check, because look at what I noticed. I left part of the vinyl inside the letter A, so it would have been a solid A, and that's no bueno, no good. I'm glad I went back to check. So I had to take that little small piece out. You see that piece? And that makes all the difference to me, because I wanted to look right. This is my shirt that I'm going to be wearing every Monday when I go live on my YouTube channel, Made for Mondays, Motivate Me Monday. I want to make sure that I get it even. I'll just slightly fold it and crease it, so that way I know that the letters are even on the back. I place it here, 5.5 here. I think that's about centered, right? And I usually use I eyeball it, but then to make sure for certain that it's even, I will go from one letter across and measure. And this is 7.5. From the letter M to the edge of the shirt is 7.5. Hi guys. So this one's 6.5, which means I need to move it over a little bit. It's not quite centered. I've seen other crafty crafters use those large, like one handheld measure rulers for garments. I haven't gotten that far yet. I am a one lady show. I'm a single, all by myself, run my business myself, and I work a full-time job. And every t-shirt that you see that I'm wearing, I'm usually the one that made it. And my customers, every t-shirt that is bought from me is handmade. Hands to God, hearts, I forgot how to go. Hands to work, oh yeah, hands to work, hearts to God. So yeah, this is it. So that's pretty centered to me. We got it centered. Now we're going to walk it over to our pressing machine. Okay, you want to make sure you get this on there straight. Give me just a second. It's on the press, the heat press. We got it centered the way we want it. And I use a Teflon sheet to cover it. I'm going to press it for 20 seconds. It's already preset for 20 seconds. You'll see. And the timer's going down at 20 seconds. You'll hear the beep. And once it beeps, you take it off, let it cool. This is a cool peel, meaning you let it cool all the way down before you take it off. Okay, remove the Teflon sheet. Okay, it's been pressed 20 seconds, and now it is ready to take off the top carrier sheet, and it should be a cool peel, meaning when I touch this, it should not be hot or warm. What happens if it's still hot or if it's still warm, you're gonna run the risk of pulling off the letters, and you don't want that to happen. I just pull it off like so, and I take one hand, hold down the letters, and remove the top carrier sheet. Just like this, and voila, this is what it looks like. This is the back part, made for Mondays, like this. And you notice I also use a Teflon pillow inside the garment. That way you don't get creases in there or lines whenever you press it. So this is the back part. I'm going to do the front part as well. So to center it, I'll fold the shirt like this. I've seen other crafters do this as well, and it helps. So what I do, once I fold it, I'll go back to the, I'm sorry, I stepped away. I'm gonna go back to the heat press and give it like a 2-3 second press, and I'll come back and show you how to center. Just like this, okay? Then I give it a little crease right there in the front. Fold it. And this is where the front part is going to be. That's the front decal, and you saw the back part, okay? Give me just a second. I'll put all of the products that I use in the description box, below. If you're interested in buying something like this, you can go to their website or whatever city, state you're in, wherever you buy your crafting materials. I'm sure they have things like this. These Teflon pillows are pretty universal, and they work wonders. I absolutely love them. Okay, so I have it inside there. Doing the same process, guys. Doing the same thing with my trusty old school measuring tape. And you heard me say earlier that I'm a one person show, and I really am. I started my business in 2019. I handcraft every single thing, every single t-shirt that I've sold from my website. I do them myself. All the business I've ever gotten, I do them myself on my in the Cricut Design Space. So if you're interested in supporting my business, run over to my website at joelasttees.com. You can put an order in there or message me directly on YouTube. However, there's so many ways of getting in contact with me, especially if you want to support me during my motivational Mondays. I absolutely love this t-shirt idea. So I put this one at 3.5 inches from the neckline down. So this is 3.5. I went a little bit too low. Actually, I'm going to move it up a little bit, 3.5, 4 inches. Okay, I'm going to give that a 20-second press, and that is it for this tee. Give me just a second. And that is it, guys. That's a wrap. So I wanted to show you, today is Wednesday, June 18th, and I wanted to show you all the other steps into creating my wonderful shirt, M4M, established in 2025. And here's the back part, made for Mondays, and you'll see me rocking this shirt on Monday. Be sure to come back here on Monday and check me out on my motivational live on Monday. Motivate me with me, okay? All right. And if you're interested in one of these t-shirts, message me directly. And I'm not done with this yet, because I told you in my live video on Monday that I put a decal on the left side of every hem, at the bottom hem of each t-shirt that I sell. That way you know that it is a Jolasties product. Okay? All right, so I would show you guys that step, but it'll take a little bit too long. But thank you. And if you hung in here with me all this time, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, tell someone about what's happening on my YouTube channel on Monday. Come back and join me. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday evening, and a good start of your day tomorrow, and a fabulous weekend coming up. You only get one body. Take good care of it and do something nice. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. All right, I'll talk to you later. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. No, I'm gonna see you Monday on my YouTube channel at Jolasties Motivate Me Monday. All right.